I'm suddenly on top of you, doing things that
It's that quarantine vibe.
I don't belong to you. What's a girl supposed
Inspired
to
by the live that we just
Yeah,
watched.
right. We just got done watching Lil Jon and T-Pain. Let's go.
You could never be my man. You got a girl, and you know I got a
Hey.
Open it. I didn't even open it yet. I was finishing it.
We're gonna pop a one night stand off tonight. Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. I am your host, B Love, and I always have my very special host with me.
India Marie.
Yes, Lord. India Marie and B Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, like I always say each and every day since Monday. Let's get it.
Coronavirus.
I told you I'm in a bag tonight. I'm in a full bag. A suitcase like I'm about to travel overseas. Give me my passport because I'm going there tonight.
I can tell what kind of night this is about to be.
That's why I played that one night stand.
You in my ear. You all of that.
That's why I played that one night stand. I see a lot of y'all out here right now. We're back on IG Live. Thank y'all for last week. Y'all were amazing. Thank you for showing up each and every time. Listen, y'all are phenomenal. And like I say every time, we gotta let gratitude be our attitude. So we wouldn't be nothing without all of y'all. We wouldn't be nothing without all of y'all. So thank y'all very much for showing up, man. And we appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my soul. What you got to say?
I don't have anything to say. What are we like? Week 50,000?
I don't even know. Like week 100. We on week 113, I think. 113.
I think that I'm content with what we're doing right now.
I don't want you to be content. I want you to take it to the next level. You know what I mean? Like we got to level up like Sierra.
No. I'm content with what's going on in the world. Like I'm not stressing about it anymore. What's going to be, it's going to be.
Que sera, sera.
I've been chilling.
Yes, ma'am. You have been. You know what? I give it up to you. You cleaned up today like you were a custodian. You cleaned up today like you were trying to get a full-time job as a janitorial staff worker at a school when school start back.
I feel like you should give me more credit because I'm just a better cleaner than you.
You damn, you a lie.
No. I know for a fact that you were the last one to clean the shower out.
There you go. And
when I cleaned the shower today, I was like, what the hell did he clean? Like, you don't get in the cracks and the crevices. You are a surface cleaner. If you don't see it, you don't need to clean it.
I mean, I would agree with that. But
you ain't cleaning no baseboards.
No, I'm not doing all that. I'm cleaning the part that...
You ain't getting the grime out. You ain't doing none of that. What you can see
is what I can
what
clean.
You're cleaning.
Hey, if I can't see it, I cannot be it. I'm not about to go in there and start unscrewing screws, trying to get all the gunk from around the screw. I'm just going to pray that the gunk don't get on my foot.
No. You need a deep clean.
You do need a deep clean every now and again, but today just wasn't the day for me to do a deep clean.
No. No day is ever a day for you to do a deep clean. So you seriously just don't know how to deep clean. It's okay.
But when I do clean, like if you look around the house right now, I did a spot clean before we got on live tonight. And the reason why I did a spot clean, because I like to have my aura right. You know what I'm saying? I need my feng shui to be on point.
Let me tell you what Barrett used to do. When we first started dating, his house was spotless. Like,
you know why my house was spotless? Because of the one night stands.
Anyways, I was like, why is your house so freakishly clean? You used to pay a cleaner to come over and clean your house ever so often.
India is the police. India will tell on you.
You never actually cleaned anything. Like you like I said, you're a surface cleaner. Like you cleaned what you could see. But the reason why your townhouse was so spotless is because you used to pay somebody to come over and clean it.
Shout out to the homeboy Simp too.
So I should have known that you didn't really know how to clean for real.
The thing about cleaning is you don't always have to know how to do it, but you do have to go to work in order to basically kind of mask the habit of you not knowing how to clean. I went to work every day and I worked hard, so now I can afford the luxuries of being able to pay somebody to come help me clean. I'm not just dirty. You're making it seem like I just got toe jam.
No. You're not dirty.
Do I got toe jam?
You're not dirty.
I'm gonna show y'all my toes. Keep going.
Don't you stick your foot in this camera?
My bad. I was about to show everybody my feet. I got it. Now I got nice feet though.
No, I just don't. Whatever. At the end of the day, I'm a better cleaner than you are.
You are. So what, you want a round of applause? Here you go.
Yes, give me my credit.
Give it up. You clean. All right, now.
I appreciate that.
All right, now I can get you to get on time and be on time. Then we'll be okay. And
one step at a time. One thing at a time.
Though.
I can't be perfect at everything. Listen, since we've been in this quarantine, I've been cooking for your ass. I've been cleaning for your ass. I've been cooking and cleaning and cooking. I have never gone through this many cleaning products in my life.
Working every day of the week.
I've never run out of disinfectant.
I will stop breathing if you told me to. Sing it. Y'all want to sing it. Somebody better join in.
So I don't need
sacrifice.
Your complaints. I don't need none of that.
Let me ask you a question.
I need you to say, thank you, India. You're a wonderful wife.
India.
You are doing the damn thing because you are cleaning and cooking.
Thank you, India. You are a wonderful wife. You are doing the damn thing because you are cleaning and cooking. Give it up for yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Good damn job. Now, if you are in the house and your woman is not cooking and cleaning and all she's running around here doing is eating up all the Oreos, you need to find you a new woman, my brother. Don't let your woman sit around the house and eat up all the Oreos. Go out there, you know what I'm saying, and encourage her. And you also be able to support her and cook and clean too. It shouldn't be a one-person thing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should pitch in. Because listen, today, you were cleaning so hard, you said, I forgot to eat. Can you make me something to eat real fast? And I did. I did exactly what you said. And then you proceeded to go upstairs and clean. What did I do? I walked upstairs and I said, hey, listen, you got to stop this shit and come get something to eat right now because I love you. And I care about your well-being. I want you to get your ass down here, act like you're hungry and eat this food, all right? So I did that.
You did tell me to come eat. You did tell me to come
like
eat. And
you
did fix my food.
I did fix your food for you.
But that's the least you could do after I'm on my hands and knees scrubbing baseboards.
Listen, everybody has to pull their own weight. There's no I in team, but there is an ME in that motherfucker. Shout out to Kobe. But there's no I in team, but we all have to join in and be able to support one another. If you're in a marriage, man, listen, a marriage ain't nothing but a partnership. And like I always say, it's about sacrifice. I worked earlier this morning and India started to clean the house. I didn't tell her to do that. She took it upon herself to do that. I was working. She was cleaning.
I think that's the difference.
What you mean?
Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But that's when our arguments come in. I clean up on my own time.
You do.
Whatever sparks me, I'm like, I'm going to clean. I'm finna get into it. But when you say, India, can you wash these dishes?
Ain't no dishes gonna get washed.
Not like, can you wash these dishes? Or why did you leave these 2 dishes in the sink? It's because I felt like
sacrifice and compromise. There you go, DJ.
I didn't feel like washing them in that moment.
India is not going to touch a dish if you tell her to. Now, in other news, if she sees a dish and she feels like washing the dish, she gonna pop it off. But you ain't gonna make her. Like old Cat Williams say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I can turn on the dishwater, but she ain't gonna do nothing but look at it and let it be still.
You're not gonna make me do nothing.
Now I got a quick question for y'all. Hold on, Blake just bumped his head or something. Oh yeah, Blake did just bump his head.
Oh God, Blake just climbed out of his bed.
We gotta stop this. So Blake is okay. We got that out of the way. Blake is okay. Now let's get back to what I was saying. I got a question for y'all. I want to ask y'all because I always like including you all in what's going on. So, beside this IG Live, the She and I IG Live experience, what other IG Live, did I say that right?
Yeah.
All right, what other IG Lives have you all been tuned into? I need to know because like last week, we talked about TV shows that we watched. We all agreed that The Tiger King was the best show on Netflix right now. Until I started to watch Ozark. We'll talk about that at another time. But beside this, my favorite, like, I'm going to give you my top 3 IG Lives right now. It's the Tory Lanez IG Live. His shit is amazing.
Tory Lanez IG Live is literally just throwing ass in the camera.
No, it's not.
That's it.
Manny Fresh, Scott Storch was great. T-Pain and Lil Jon, that was epic. Now that was
T-Pain
my
and Lil Jon
it was in my top 3.
We didn't want to stop watching it.
Manny Fresh, T-Pain and Lil Jon, and then Corona's Got Talent. That's another good one. Corona's Got Talent. Andrew Schultz, Corona's Got Talent.
I haven't seen that one.
It's fine. Tory Lanez got it though. Workout, the DJs, Workout and DJs. Yeah, those are all good. But Tory Lanez, fire. Oh, it's different. Now I got a question for you, Indy.
What, Beard?
Since you're stuck at home with me and Blake, how often do you have your quote unquote break away from us to have some girl time or some like friend time? Like how often do you and your friends set up Zoom meetings and all this type shit?
Last Zoom meeting I did was like 2 weeks ago now, or almost 2 weeks ago.
What did y'all talk about? I need to know.
Well, really none of your business.
I need to know.
And then I talk to my best friends probably like twice a week.
On FaceTime or what?
Ophelia and Amber.
Yeah,
I mean, we text and talk all the time.
Y'all text all the time. It's something. You know what? It makes me think about something. I feel like if you guys lived by each other, like in the same neighborhood, we'd never get no privacy. They'll be knocking at the door. Is India home? She ain't here, Amber.
I don't think my friends would do that.
Ophelia, you better take your ass home.
My friends.
That was actually a question that somebody there was a question that somebody posed too. I saw this somewhere that this guy, his wife's best friend moved beside them, and then they never gave them any privacy. She was always at their house knocking at the door. His wife, and her best friend went out everywhere together. It took away from their time.
No, I think that they would call and be like, "Hey, you at home? I'm about to pull up."
Yeah, but I like your best
But that's about
friends.
I think that's about.
I love y'all.
What our friends would do, like the ones that are here.
Yeah.
Like Chris, he'd be like, I'm about to pull up.
It's a homie. He can pull up anytime, right? He can pull up anytime. So, I love y'all. I just wanted to see what that was, all right? So, Without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
Yes, sir. So, speaking of let's chill, man, Teddy Riley, R&B Live the other day, fire. Indy was mad at me.
No, I wasn't mad. But you was down here like you would have thought you was at a concert for real.
I was reminiscing. You hear me? I was like, groove me, baby, tonight. Listen, I was all over the place. Now, you had a question for me that you wanted to talk about. Okay. You kind of mentioned it a minute ago. You want to get into it? I put it on my Instagram already. So go ahead and ask away.
Ask what?
The question that we talked about earlier.
What question? Oh, my God. What are you talking about?
We do pre-production sometimes. The question about liking other people's pictures. That's what you sent me earlier.
Oh, well, I didn't. Okay, whatever. So I saw this. I think she was actually on this live a minute ago. But I was looking at someone's Insta story. And the question was, are you okay with your man liking and commenting on other girls' photos on Instagram? So I was just curious to know,
ladies on the IG Live right now, if you are okay with your man liking pictures on Instagram, I want you to put a red heart if you're okay with that.
I don't
Ain't gonna be no red hearts.
I don't care if you're liking the pictures on Instagram. Unless you and the girl done had some history or something, then it's just like, what the fuck you doing? But
okay, I feel that.
With the comments, I mean, Instagram, the purpose of Instagram is to like the photos. And if you can't like the person's photos, then you shouldn't be following them. Mm-hmm. Right?
It's true.
So I don't care about you liking pictures. Now, as far as like the comments, what type of comments would you be leaving on the picture?
Comment. Everybody's saying the same thing. No comments, no comments.
Like what type of comments would you be leaving? Like, because when I comment on my friends' pictures, I'm leaving like heart eyes and stuff like that. Now,
depends on a lot of factors. All right, let's talk about it. Write them down. Like, we got nothing but time. Let's talk about these factors.
And what kind of picture is it? Like, if it's a travel photo and it's of scenery and it's like, oh, yeah, that place looks dope, you could comment on that. But if it's like a photo in a bathing suit.
Chantel, I like that. If it ain't no happy birthday, get the hell on.
Yeah, like if it's like say for instance, you like a picture of the girl.
Jasmine, what's up, Jasmine?
The girl is on vacation and she's in a swimsuit, and then you leave a comment, and it's like, what we doing here? Like,
yeah,
what we doing here in these comments?
My boy Kev, thank you, my guy.
Double tap, scroll.
That's it. All right, I'm with that. Now, I think somebody said it depends on a lot of different factors. Here we go. As long as it's respectful and not freaky. All right, cool. But like me personally, I have a few friends out there, you know, that wear swimsuits and stuff, and I like their pictures and I keep it moving. I'm never going to comment on any of my friends' pictures like, girl, you too fine or something like that. I mean, if you the homie, I comment, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna like go on a stranger's page who's not a mutual friend of both of ours and write something like hard out. I'm never going to write a hard out thing unless it's yours.
Even with you, get on. Even with you
hard eyes.
Comment on our friends, like our female friends.
The home
photos.
girls.
Most of the time it's a joke. Like it's something in your personality, but we're all friends and, you know, we know exactly what it is. But as far as you just commenting on random girls' photos.
You can see it.
No.
No, I'm not commenting now, but look. India said this to me one day. She said, every time I go on Instagram and Joy Chavez is up, you the first person that like it. I said, damn right. I helped her take the picture.
I think you just got her post notifications on, but anyways.
I don't. And see, that's different. Like, India knows that I'm going to go like Joy Chavez.
But you also don't know her in real life.
Like Drea pictures. Huh?
You also, just how you're going to like Drea's pictures. I'm going to like Big Sean's pictures.
I'm going to knock his mic out.
Or it don't matter. It's the same thing.
It is. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's a big deal for you to go like a picture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all out there secretly going and watching pornography right now. You go watching pornography, trying to hide that from your boyfriend or your girlfriend out there. And you're going to get mad at that. But you would get mad at all the double tapping other pictures in public. See what I'm saying?
I mean, and honestly,
Come on. Come with it. Let's go. Open it up.
I think you have to know your man too, right? So I have a friend or a couple, and the guy only follows big booty girls. And I don't think he ever likes the photos. He just follows all these big booty girls. And like, if you sit beside him and you look at his IG timeline, it's literally just ass.
That's
ass all up and down the timeline. But it's kind of like, what's the difference? Like, I don't think a double tap on that makes that much of a difference than you just, you following these girls, right? Okay. So it's like, if you're going to follow all this ass, you might as well double tap it. Like, I don't even
well, I'll be damn. Let me start double tapping right now.
No.
Okay, my bad.
You don't follow a bunch of ass on Instagram.
I follow the same. I follow the same three that always pop up on my feed, and y'all know who they are. Is Jenna, Drea, and Joy. I just, this is the top three butts that I'm tapping. Besides yours, I'm tapping that thing in person, though. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is that if you're fine with them following the people, they may as well like the photo.
Understandable.
Keep the comments to yourself, but if you don't have an issue with them following these people, then why can't they like the picture? And it's kind of like you're contradicting yourself almost.
And also, I'll say this too, like, how do you guys know, for the ladies out there, I'm not trying to blow your spot up, but how do you guys know when we are liking these pictures? You know what I'm saying? Like, the explore page feature is not up anymore. So how do you guys know unless you yourself are not also liking these pictures, or unless you yourself are not also following these girls? So if we both are following these the same, like Joy, you follow Joy?
Yeah. So
do you like her? Do you think she's attractive?
Yeah.
So why? I'm not blind. Shit, I think she's attractive too. So what makes you follow her? You don't think that's the same reason why I follow her? I'm not following her for workout tips.
The reason why I started following her was because of her clothing store that she no longer has.
James, we have our sources.
And like you said, we have our sources.
And Camille
If
says
I'm
the
looking
first name
for
that
it, I'ma
pops up.
find it.
No, I'm saying, so Camille, you're 100% right. It's the first name that pops up. But my point is that you are also following the same person. So my question would be, why or what drew you into the page? You know what I'm saying? So is it the same thing that drew you into the page that drew me into the page? I'm asking.
No, Beard, because when guys follow, they're not thinking like, oh, I really like what she do. You followed her solely based on the way she looks.
Go check Joy Page. I'm the first one.
You followed
every
her
time.
solely based on the way she looks. I followed her because
I like her hustle.
I felt like she was a good dancer, and I follow a lot of girls who can dance or whatever. And like I said, she owned a clothing store. That's why I followed her. Those are not the same reasons that you followed her.
Already. Most recent one. I want to show everybody.
Because you're a thirst bucket.
I ain't no thirst, but I'm thirsty for you.
You're a thirst bucket. And see, that's why girls be having problems with their guys following those type of people. It's like, you're a thirst bucket.
But if I see you in person, I wouldn't even do nothing but just smile and keep it moving. My heart belongs to you. You know what I mean? I ain't finna risk my family. I'm just gonna look at it and just be like, had I not met you 10 years ago, bow wow, move out of the way.
I hope
move
you
out of the way.
understand that I still got it, right? Like, I do. So when I go out and people try to talk to me and, say, for instance, like, whenever we get famous and we start meeting these industry people or whatever, I want you to keep that in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I come across these guys that I have thought, were fine as hell for all these years and I all of a sudden meet them and I start smiling in their face, I want you to remember what you're saying right now.
What am I saying? I lost something. My mind, that's what I lost. I can't find it. What did I say?
No, because you would get a lot more jealous at that than I would.
No,
so
I
you
wouldn't
just
be
keep that in
jealous.
the back of your head. You know how you're like, I'm taking a mental note of that. Mental note that shit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I meant to note it. But you off gorgeous, though. You fine like this wine you drinking. You fine like the ticket on the dash. You're that fine. But anyway, going back to it, I'm doubling back. I'm doubling back down now. How do you find out that same picture that I'm liking? So I'm liking Joy's pictures all the time. Now, how do you then find out if I DM that person? Like, what happens at that point? What happens if I send Joy a DM and say, so I've liked all these pictures. You've seen me comment on her photo probably like 5 times. And now I've taken it a step further. I've DM'd her, but my DMs are not DMs trying to hit on her. My DMs are saying like, hey, can I get a discount code off of your waist trainer? Like, this is my DM. Would you get mad at that? I'm just asking. Let's go.
You trying to provoke me?
Let's go. I'm DMing.
You are trying to provoke me, but I don't even know why you asked me that question because you know what I would do.
I do know. I'm just asking. I'm polling the room. I'm talking to everybody.
If we're sitting here talking and you know that you can't comment on the photos, what make you think if you can't comment on the photos that you can slide into a DM? What are we talking about here?
I'm not sliding in. This is a hypothetical situation. I'm not doing it my damn self, but I do want to know, like, is that bad?
There is nothing to know.
You're right.
It's common sense.
Fellas, I'm trying to give y'all a break. Fellas, I'm trying to help us with all these ladies. I'm trying. But now you shouldn't DM, shouldn't comment, shouldn't do anything.
Like, a DM isn't a divorceable offense, but it will get you fucked up.
What type of DM then? We're
not talking. What are you DMing for? What are you DMing for?
I'm not DMing for
because
nothing.
In real
Listen
life,
to what I'm saying.
if you were not a married man and you sent that same DM to someone, I'm wondering if I can get a discount code on your waist trainer, and it's coming from a guy, then we know that the girl is more than likely gonna think it's funny. So if I'm selling waist trainers and a random guy who's a nice looking guy, and I'm looking at his page,
his hair ain't nice
or whatever, and I see he's just like a regular guy, and he sends me that, I'm gonna think it's funny. But then I'm probably also gonna respond like, "Are you trying to buy one for your girl?"
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm
like,
trying to support
what
you.
What are we doing? But that conversation could easily turn into flirting.
It could, and that's what I'm trying to say.
So at the end of the day, you got me fucked up.
You got to be careful out there, fellas. Fellas, this is not my relationTIP, but I got to give it to you. Fellas, this is for me. I joke a lot with India. I'm not doing none of this shit. I'm scared of my wife. I'm scared of I love India to death. I love my son. I just be popping shit. I'm not doing any of the things that I'm really talking about. But I will say this, man, you got to be respectful because what you're doing is for real. You're making your girl look bad. You don't even know because what's happening is that person that you're DMing is probably going around telling her homegirls and they then going around talking bad about your girl. And you don't want your girl out here looking bad in front of other people. So if you love your woman, your wife, whoever, make sure you respect her first, man. Just don't have her out here looking stupid. And if you do, just let her know. She knows I like Joy Chavez. She knows.
You don't want anybody.
No, I like it.
Yeah, celebrity crush, whatever. Anyways, you don't want anybody to be able to one-up your woman. So if you're in a relationship and you're sending these messages to other girls, then the girl, I guarantee you, is like, look what this man just sent me.
That's what I'm saying. Bingo. That's what I'm saying.
Look at him. He got a whole wife and 2 kids on Instagram. He got a whole girlfriend. They just took a trip last week and he's sitting here all in my DMs.
That's what I'm saying.
Girls do that. We talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, exactly. You shouldn't let any girl have the one up on your woman. You know, I mean, shit, listen, back when I was back in the day, I ain't gonna tell you the age, but back in the day when I was out there, people out there doing this, you know what I mean? Like, it was the thing to do. But now that I grew up, I'm married, you know what I'm saying? I know.
Okay, what about females doing it?
No, we're going to get to that too. There it is.
Okay.
I had that question coming up.
What about females doing it? So, what about females doing it as in if I were the one to slide in, someone else's DMs, while we're in a relationship?
Indigo slide in my DMs like right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide.
Okay, you know what? This might be an unpopular opinion about that song, but I don't like it. And I think it's a terrible 2-step. And I think that 2-step was made for people who can't dance. For real. Anyways, moving forward, I only speaking for myself. I'm not a cheater. I've never been a cheater. So I wouldn't, that's not something that I'm worried about. Sliding in somebody else's DMs.
But on the off chance that it does happen, like girls, do you guys have the same kind of not authority, but do you guys have the same permissions to go out and like guys' pictures? Because the thing about guys, if a girl likes my picture too many times and if I'm single and I know she got a man, I don't give a damn. If I see you like 5 of my pictures in a row and I think you cute, even if you got a man, I'm sending you that sex message like the dude sent the girl on the little meme they got going on right now. I'm sending you that message. Hey, I know you got a man, but I saw you like 5 of these photos. I want to see these private pictures that I have in my photo album. That's what I'm coming through.
But like I said, if I follow the guy on Instagram, I'm going to like his pictures. Like, I'm not following him
and that's cool with me.
Trying to flirt with him or anything like that. And I'm also not going back down the rabbit hole and liking a whole bunch of photos. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, if I need anything, I'm just going to like the most recent photo and I'm not going to go looking for it either. And I truly feel like men do that significantly more than women.
What's that? Go back and like a bunch of photos?
Go back and like a bunch of photos, slide in DMs, be fucking off in DMs. I feel like that's more of a guy. Not saying that women don't do it. I feel like it's more common for men to do it than women.
But you generalize.
Not to generalize, but overall, women are better cheaters than men. They just are. Women are smarter when it comes to cheating. Men are stupid cheaters. Like, they get caught up so easily, and it's because when they're cheating, they're only thinking about their penis. And when you think, you thinking with your penis and you can't focus on not getting caught. So
trying to get some, not get caught. It's so much easier
for a guy to get caught cheating just because he's stupid.
No, not necessarily. And Chris just said something. It is a huge, huge double standard. And the reason why guys get caught is not because I don't think they're stupid. It's because
they want to get caught.
No, they definitely hell no. Nobody wants to get caught. Do you want to get caught cheating on the test? Somebody wrote that on there. You want to get caught? Sneaking out of your house.
I did get caught cheating on the test.
How did you feel about that when you got caught cheating? It didn't feel good. Nobody sets out to cheat. Nobody sets out to cheat to get caught. You set out to cheat with the thought in your head that nobody is never going to find out. A lot of people like this song. It's called F the Mother, it's because I'm down for my niggas. Now, in that song, it says, I do my dirt all by my lonely. C Murder and Magic, hell yeah, them my homies. He does his dirt by his lonely. If you guys, the reason why 9 times out of 10 why we get caught, we go out here and brag. Go out here, gotta tell people. You can't tell on yourself. So, but guys, we just stupid like that. We go out here and talk, show the homies text messages, show the homies DMs, leave a phone out, just doing crazy stuff like that. But cheating is not right anyway.
I don't think that's true. Anytime that I have caught a guy cheating on me, it wasn't because of his homies. It was because
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that
they literally got caught.
Yeah, but you do stuff like that. Like that, those are some elements and reasons why somebody might get caught. It's not the reason why. I'm just saying that, and I don't know the reason. Y'all are sleuths. Y'all are like goddamn detectives.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Carmen
are detectives.
Sandiegos.
We are detectives.
So that's why men get caught. I mean, y'all gonna find out regardless. Y'all can find salt in snow. You see what I'm saying? So that's the exact reason why guys go out here and get caught. I mean, liking pictures, leaving comments, it's only gonna lead to one thing: suspicion. And when you spike that suspicion, then you will have your girl going to act on that suspicion. And then when she starts to act on that suspicion, that's when you get caught. Because you're out here doing dirt. You foul, living wrong, you smell dirty.
Like I said, anytime that I've caught somebody cheating in the past, it wasn't because of anything like that. Most of the time I had a feeling that they were cheating. And looking further into it, they ended up to be cheating.
Yeah, not me. I've been faithful like Rihanna, and I ain't never been unfaithful. Just come on, just keep talking to the people. Don't put me out there like that. Now we're gonna move right along, okay? It's gonna breeze right on past it, like that didn't even happen.
Yep, go
All
ahead.
Right, let me get my notes out. Now, speaking of cheating, let's talk about another double standard, because I like that point. Let's stick on these double standards right now. Another double the Jasmine say. I saw y'all say it good. Go back to that.
Guys getting smarter these days. I've heard that they're cheating on GroupMe and WhatsApp.
I'm gonna keep it real.
That's awful.
Up. What we're not gonna do is, Jasmine, is do that, all right? You're not gonna reveal these trade secrets some men might have. No.
Okay, so if you think your man might be cheating, check his GroupMe and his WhatsApp.
Listen, my GroupMe
and them Snapchat messages.
My GroupMe, I don't even look at this. I got 45 messages, usually full. I don't even check GroupMe like that, but I'm talking to my line brothers and stuff. But with that being said, that's the exact reason also why anybody, it's why you can't go through people's things too. I'm a firm believer in that. You cannot go in your person's personal stuff. I'm not gonna, if India leaves her phone out right now and she leaves it out, I'm not gonna like, oh shit, what does India mean? Man, I don't care. I trust you. Trust you with my life.
I haven't given you a reason.
And there you go. Some people out here have done things in the past that would allude to them to want to cheat further. So that's why it's a big reason why that the women have the intuition. It's not intuition.
It is women's intuition. Don't try to downplay that shit. It's women's intuition.
Guess what?
We be knowing every time, like I said, every single time
TikTok.
I have caught a guy cheating on me.
If y'all cheating on TikTok,
I had a feeling they were cheating on me, and they were.
If y'all cheating on TikTok, you're nasty. What you doing? You dancing in? Yeah, about that. It's not intuition. Women go through the phones, and then they call it intuition after they've gone through the phone. That's the intuition. Intuition.
The intuition happens before they go through the phone. The intuition is what tells them to go through the phone.
I don't believe that. I feel like it. The intuition is guys being dumb. I think this boy jumped out the bed again. No, he didn't. The intuition is guys out here being just dumb and being stupid and not doing the right things. And that's where it comes into play. When you start liking all these, going back to the liking, when you start liking all these pictures, then you give your woman reason to think you're doing something. You give your woman reason to go in your phone. If you're not giving her any reasons to go to if you're not giving her any reason to go in your phone, then there's no intuition to be had. Come on now. I'm just preaching. I'm preaching.
No, not tuition. Intuition.
No, tuition for college. You're right. Y'all got tuition. Trying to pay college. But let's get back to this double standard thing now. I have a brother. I'm not going to call him out because I love this guy. But I have a brother who had a pregnancy scare. So let's talk about this. Have any of you guys out there ever had a pregnancy scare? Let me hear you right now. Put your hand up if you ever had a pregnancy scare.
I didn't. What? I was going to say I had my first pregnancy scare when we were married. So
I be scared all the time.
I don't even think that counts at that point. I just didn't want to be pregnant at that time.
Every time we have sex, it's a pregnancy scare with me. I be getting nervous. I don't do it like I used to. My pull-out game's getting a little rusty. But the pregnancy scare I'm talking about in this situation was a real pregnancy, not a fake one. It was a real pregnancy. So what happened was, this girl thought she was having a baby. Now, to her credit, she did have sex with the guy in question. And that guy thought the baby could have been his. He at that point told the girl, listen, man, I really don't want to have this baby. And do you mind aborting the baby? The girl told him no. So what the guy did was give the girl X amount of dollars. I'm gonna say $600 to go and get the abortion. At that point, about 2-3 weeks later, weeks later, the girl calls the guy back and says, "Hey, guy, I'm still having this baby." The guy says, "Okay, well, where's my money, ma'am?" The lady didn't respond to him. So now, 9 months later, boom, boom, bam, bam. Guess what has happened now? You want to go ahead and say it out loud? Go ahead and say it.
Blake, lay down, baby.
Blake is kicking it right now. Anyway, back to the story. Now,
Blake is having a tantrum right now.
That story goes on, and this girl ends up having that baby anyway. Come to find out, the guy had to spend about, say, $300-400 to go out there and get a DNA test. Come to find out that the baby wasn't his. So now he's spent $1,000 just to find out that the baby was not his. So my question to India will be like, why don't girls get pinned a certain way or looked at a certain way when they do things like that? But guys do get looked at a certain way if they go out here and quote unquote be not want to take care of the baby.
Guys do. I mean, girls do. Okay, guys. Time out. Time out.
So my question was, why is it not like a double standard in that situation? Like when it comes to trapping a girl, trying to trap a guy, because that's exactly what happened, and you know it is.
I don't think that there's not a negative look at the girl.
He knew it for sure.
I don't think there's not a negative look at the girl. I think that they both take responsibility. They both have to take responsibility.
Me too.
So, I mean, but a lot of times when the girl does get pregnant, we hold all the responsibility of the baby. And so it takes two to have a baby. And so a lot of times when those unwanted babies happen, the guy ends up feeling some type of way and wants the girl to get rid of the baby. And it's like, it's her body. She made that choice. The guy chose to not wear a condom, chose to come in her.
Oh my God.
So
you're so vulgar.
I feel like he should have a lot of that responsibility too.
But at the same time, like, we can't put, if you and I, the first time that you and I popped it off, you know what I mean? It was a mutual thing. Like, I was ready. I had the rubber, ready to go. But I feel like you would have had enough respect for yourself also to be like, hey, man, you want to go ahead and put that condom on before we start doing something? And that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, come on now.
No. I don't like how you putting it all on the woman.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, you can't say you couldn't have respect for yourself to ask for a condom. No, you couldn't have respect for yourself and want to wear a condom. Why didn't you come to this party prepared?
That's what I'm saying. And to your point, both parties then have liability. So there's two parties here that both have liability. But what I'm saying is the girl took the money. We're missing took the money. She said she wanted to do it.
Okay, granted, she was wrong for taking the money.
Come on now.
Yes, she was wrong for taking the money.
But what?
I mean, I don't have any excuse for that. I don't have any excuse for that.
She about to give it up for.
She was wrong for probably taking the money, especially considering the baby is not his.
All right.
Now, but she, up until this point, she thought the baby was his. So she's probably keeping that money as like a safety net, to take, help with this baby.
Now, if I didn't know this guy, I would say it was a good point. But I know this guy was going to take care of his kids because he does right now. But at the same time, I feel what you're saying with that. But $600 ain't going to buy you nothing for a baby, but about a couple of months of Pampers.
Great point. That's penis law number 1. If you can't see her having your children, you got to wrap it up. Exactly.
Hey, sounds good. Sounds good. In the moment on the chat. Sounds amazing. But fellas out there, we all know that sometimes in the heat of the moment, Drake got a song, heat of the moment. When it comes on, sometimes you just go straight through it. You just forget. You lose all your senses.
Fast forward 25 years from now. That's Blake.
Finessed his ass.
25 years from now, that's Blake.
Yeah.
Blake comes home, tells us that he thinks he got a girl pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, the girl is saying that she's pregnant. What do you tell him to do? Like, what is your advice?
Oh my God. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. That's a loaded question, India. If Blake came to me 25 years from now, so what, Blake could be 27?
Yeah.
Oh, you about to be a grandma, sister. Be ready, gonna be a young grandma.
Okay, well.
Grandma India over here. Y'all see
Okay,
India
so we
being
didn't
a
even
grandma?
talk about the age of this guy. This guy is not a young guy that we're talking
No.
about.
Now, if Blake came to me, like asking me for the money, I'm saying you're about to be a grandma.
I'm not saying asking you for the money. Just
What you
like
saying?
what advice would you give him?
That's a tough one. That's a tough question.
Keep the baby, but because realistically, I
question.
feel like if a girl goes to a guy and says I'm pregnant, the guy knows they had sex. He knows he raw dogged her. Like they didn't use condoms, whatever the case may be. I expect for the guy
jumped the gun.
to want to be there for the girl.
The guy is single. Yeah, I mean, I would tend to agree.
Because if you get me pregnant, I would like for you to be there for me during this pregnancy. Helping me when I'm sick, going to doctor's appointments with me, being involved.
Okay. I mean,
yeah. He had a one-night stand with a girl. The girl says she's pregnant. What are you going to tell him?
I'm going to say, well, son.
No contact until you know if the baby's yours?
So that's a good question. I'm going to sit down with him. I'm going to ask him, what do you want to do? And what did you and the girl discuss? Matter of fact, it's the girl's choice. It's the girl's body. Because realistically, like you said, the woman has to carry the baby. And the woman 9 times out of 10 is going to be the primary care person of the baby. If Blake and the lady are not together, then that's what it's going to be. So in that rate, I would probably have to defer to him and ask him if he and the girl have some sort of agreement in place, or what does she want to do? Like, if she wants to keep it, then, man, look, you can talk to her all day, and if she wants to keep it, it's her choice, her body. I'm a pro-choice type of guy. Pro-lifers out there, do your thing. I support everybody, but if the girl wants to do whatever she needs to do with the baby, hey, it's up to her. It's all about the girls. It's all about a woman's choice. Not mine, but what I'm going to tell him, do what you need to do and let me know the consequences. And if he does, if he and the girl decide that they don't want, well, if they decide if they want to abort the baby, then it's something that he's going to have to probably figure out. I guess. What would you tell him? You putting all this on me, mama. What would you tell him?
I would tell him, I would probably lecture him first.
Blake? Yeah.
I probably would say that you should have wrapped it up.
At 27?
Yes, at 27. If you're not in a relationship with somebody, why are you just having sex without condoms?
No, I'm saying you're going to lecture him at 27, not say not to wear condoms.
Yes.
Or you're going to lecture him at 27. Okay.
Yes, I am.
That's what I'm asking. Jesus.
Yes, I am. Yes, because obviously something's going on because you too old to be making irresponsible decisions like that.
I would tend to agree. But you got an election. But what are you going to, after election, then what are you going to do? Like, come on.
I mean, I think that
Get to it.
he should still remain respectful of the girl.
Yeah.
And
Kayla says she's 29. Her mama's still lecturing her. Mine too, Kayla.
Yes, I think that I feel like I'm trying to see how I want to say this. I don't know. I feel like in a lot of these situations, the guy ends up being really mean to the girl.
Okay. I agree.
Because he never wanted this baby.
You got me right there.
He never wanted to be pregnant.
Yeah.
And I would encourage him to not be that guy.
Okay.
Because it took both of them to get pregnant.
You got me there.
So, be kind, be helpful. And this is just if you don't want to be with the girl.
Yes.
Be kind, be helpful, do what she's asking you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once she has the baby, get...
Co-parent. It's time to co-parent. We got to figure it out.
Make sure the baby's yours first.
First of all, pay that $300.
Make sure the baby's yours first, and then you figure out how you're going to co-parent
Pay
from there.
that $300.
It's like you got to take one step at a time. But like I said, I do know that a lot of guys get to cussing. They get to getting all mad.
Yeah.
They get to saying that they were trapped, and I just don't feel like you can be trapped.
Mm-hmm. Well, I trapped you. You so beautiful to me.
You a joke.
Yeah, I am. Yes, sir. Trapped the guy stuck. Me and Blake. Hear Blake upstairs right now. Blake said, look, you ain't leaving my daddy. You here to stay.
Okay, you can do DNA test prior to the birth now. So, yes, that's what I'm going to do. My advice to Blake is that you're going to be nice. You're going to be kind. You're not going to call her out of her name because you're upset that she's pregnant. You're going to get this test, and if this baby is yours, you are going to be present for the mom throughout the entire pregnancy.
Y'all know how dumb I am. I'll be honest with y'all. The entire time, I thought DNA test was free until that happened Thursday. I really thought a DNA test was free the entire time that I've been living on this earth. I thought that once the girl went to the hospital that they would then go ahead and do the DNA test right there for free.
Should he put himself on child support before she does?
Oh, no. The baby not his. They took the DNA test and it's cool.
No, I think this is just like a general question.
Okay.
Should he put himself on child support before she does? I don't think it's a bad idea just because it keeps things from being blurry, especially if you're not planning on being in a relationship together.
Right.
And so it's like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're agreeing on. And that way you avoid the bitter baby mama circle too.
You don't want that?
Yeah.
I saw Steven Jackson talking about that. My boy said he had 5 kids. Now he said he had children by 5 different women. He didn't say how many. He was talking about how important he thinks it would have been had he thought twice and just had one solid relationship throughout his entire basketball career. He's a basketball player for y'all, for those of you who don't know, my goodness. So yeah, Steven Jackson, he had a whole long IG live about why it's important to have one person to hold you down versus going out here having all these baby mamas. But we got 40 seconds and this live is about to end. We're going to start it over. End it now. We'll start it over in a second. End it. Save it. What are you doing?
I have no idea.
Anyway, to wrap this whole subject up, man, I'm just going to go ahead and end this whole subject. We all have to be more responsible when it comes to sex with people that we don't plan on being with long term. We can't just go in everything raw dog these days. You got coronavirus out there, AIDS, HIV, herpes, whatever the case is, and babies. So if you don't plan on being with the girl, don't put that thing in roll because it might cost you the low. You got to watch out, all right? Is that cool? Was that good with you?
Carry on, baby. You are doing the most.
Now I got to go into my favorite segment of the pod. Here we go. Let me get to it real quick.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love's relationTIP.
I got the keys. So this week, B-Love's relationTIP, I'm going to give a tip to basically the fellas. And this tip kind of came from me. And it's brought to you by the great smooth taste of, shit, you guessed it, Red Bull. So let me go ahead and get into it. Fellas, this is coming from me to you guys. We have to be more vulnerable and let our woman in to help us cope with our emotions. Let me tell you a quick story real fast, which made me think, nigga, you so excited. Let me tell you a quick story. I just want to know what you about to say. Let me tell you a quick story which made me think about this. So this past week, I was knee deep in Ozark. And thank you, Brandon, for you and Brittany. Thank both of you guys for recommending Ozark on Netflix to me. So I'm knee deep in watching Ozark, right? And I'm watching it by myself, alone. I'm feeling good. So I'm sitting there chilling, and all of a sudden, spoiler alert, I'm about to spoil Ozark right here. So all of a sudden, Buddy, one of the main characters in the beginning, happens to pass away. Now, at that moment, I'm sitting in the dark by myself and I'm watching Ozark, and all of a sudden, Jonah got up to give a eulogy about Buddy. When Jonah started to talk about Buddy, I couldn't help but to look at Jonah through the lens of a young B-Love and the way I looked at my dad. It got to the point where when Jonah was talking, I feel like it was coming from me. Oh my goodness, boy. Now, I get sad about my dad quite often, but when it came to this part, I've never physically cried like this. I was on the couch boo-hooing, and I'm trying to be so tough, I instantly started doing push-ups trying not to cry because I didn't want India to see me cry. So that made me think about, why am I almost not embarrassed, but why am I trying to hide my feelings from my wife? Shouldn't I be able to go to her and let her know at that moment that, man, I'm pretty sad because I just saw Buddy die, and it made me think about my dad. Should I have went to her in that moment to talk about it? And I came to the conclusion that, yeah, I should. I came to that conclusion because I felt better making a joke about it with some of my friends, then coming to India to talk about it. That was my way of coping and kind of masking what was happening with me, because I really did get sad. It really kind of took me back a little bit. But I have this great woman here that I know had I brought it to, she would have been nothing but all ears. She wouldn't have pushed me to say more. She wouldn't have pried me or poked at me. She would have at that moment let me come to her just the way I was. If I was sad, shit, she would have let me be sad. If I was happy, she would have let me be happy. But at that moment, I'm like, man, I gotta do push-ups. Why in the hell did I think push-ups are gonna make me stop crying? I'm sitting there doing push-ups, floor wet. I'm shaking, nervous, can't even get all the way up.
But I wasn't there for any of this because we haven't been watching Ozark together. I haven't started on it at all because I was finishing up another series, and it was late. And so I was upstairs in the bed, probably asleep. So I had no idea that he was down here crying doing push-ups. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure had I been down here, he would not have been doing push-ups.
No, it's a nasty thing. And I was, like I said, it wasn't the fact that I was embarrassed. It was do I want her to wallow in that pain with me? And it's not, I thought about it, it's not about her.
Supposed to, though. I think that's the whole point in, being married. I mean, not the whole point of being married, but if you can't wallow through the pain with the person you're married to, then you married the wrong person. Right.
Somebody else said the same thing, Jasmine, about All American, about losing his. I'm sorry about that, Nate, too. Tell him, give him my condolences about that. But I haven't saw the episode of All American, but I'm not looking forward to seeing the episode of All American.
Nate has not lost his dad.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Nate. Whew, don't lose your dad, man. But I say all that to say, when I saw the episode, I questioned myself on why can't I man up, and when I am feeling down, when I am feeling sad, come to this one to talk to her. And I thought about it, and I said it's just because of that I'm nervous, and not nervous. I just don't know how to do it. The same way I don't know how to pray in front of you, it's the same way I don't know how to express this type of emotion. But simply because I never experienced it before.
Yeah.
My first thought was to do something that take my mind off of it. And it was push-ups. All the shit in the world. But at any rate, I say all that to say
That's
that.
a good point. I think traditionally it has been that men aren't supposed to cry. Some men think it shows sign of weakness, which I don't agree with. I agree. We talked about this before.
We have talked about this.
Just men in general just have a hard time crying. And I wish that more men knew that once you cry, you feel so much better. Because at one point I was crying all the time. Just
I didn't like it
random
though.
stuff.
I didn't like the
It was
feeling.
about random stuff.
It was a nasty feeling.
On one hand how many times I've seen my dad cry.
And
so, like I said, I just think that men are taught that they have to be so tough about everything when they don't.
I wasn't trying to be the tough guy. I'm never trying to be the tough guy. At that moment, I was actually trying to figure out why the hell was I acting like that. I'm like, why the hell are you crying like this? It's Buddy. You don't even know Buddy. But Buddy at that point was my father. And this would kind of mess me up a little bit. So yeah, I should have brought it to you. And I did, like later on, but I brought it to you as a joke.
The next day.
It was a joke though.
Yeah.
Instead of me just at that moment bringing it to you and telling you how I feel, I brought it to you as a joke. And that's how I kind of cope with things. Go down again.
Yeah, we tell our little boys to stop crying so early in their lives. Yes. And I can't stand that. And I try not to do. I feel like sometimes you do that with Blake. And even just like like all the guys in our family, it's like Blake will fall or whatever and he's crying and they're like, get up, man, you all right? Or, you know, something will happen.
True.
He'll hurt himself. It's like, get up, man, you all right? And it's like, I think he's fine. He's only 2.
Yeah.
I think he can cry. He's 2.
Oh yeah, for sure. He can for sure cry. But hey, listen, fellas, all I'm trying to say is if you need to be vulnerable with somebody, be vulnerable with your significant other. There's no reason to hold it back. There's no reason to try to mask that pain. You know what I'm saying? Let that feeling out. Listen, I was hurt. I was sad. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And I am kind of tough. I am that way with Blake. Like, man, get up, man. You cool. Wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know why I'm that way. Like Tevin, yeah, we just conditioned like that. But I have to be better with my emotions.
Nothing wrong with reversing the way that you were conditioned.
That's
because who is to say that the way that we were conditioned is right?
It's not right.
We are just we're just living with what was passed down to us. We're living with what was passed down to our parents, what was passed down to our grandparents.
For sure.
And their way of life was just a lot different.
Yeah.
So, and I always say that just because that's how we were raised, that doesn't mean that that's how we have to raise our kids. It doesn't make it right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I feel like we have to be, I don't want Blake to grow up not knowing how to express himself.
Well, yeah, for sure. I think he's going to know how to, he expresses himself very well. He jumped out of the bed like an hour ago. To let us know that he was ready to come party with us. This big expression.
But then I think that that's where a lot of communication issues stem from in relationships too. Because, you know,
big facts.
Think, and this is even with me. Before, I cry more now that I'm older than I did when I was younger. Like, I just never cried. And I didn't show a lot of emotion. And I was very, like, cold-hearted to a lot of things and a lot of people. And I don't want to pass that down to Blake.
Right.
And even like I still have a hard time with hard conversations now. It's like even like between you and I, something will come up and we'll really need to discuss it. And sometimes I'll just shut off. And, you know, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this right now because it's just so hard. And so that's something that I want to keep working through because I don't want to teach him to hold his feelings in, no matter who he's talking to.
Oh, yeah. Listen, let your feelings out. When you hold your feelings in, you get constipated. And you don't want to do that. Constipation causes other stuff to happen in your body. So make sure you let your feelings out. All right? So that's my relationTIP this week. Fellas, we have to learn how to be more vulnerable when it comes to our emotions with our lady. There it is. And don't be constipated. India, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's wrap this thing on up. Hit it.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Ho. WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
I got dumped during the pandemic.
Jesus Christ.
I just got dumped by a guy I was seeing for 3 months via text message. Like it was no big deal.
Now's the time to do it. If you don't do it. My bad.
Someone from his past asked him to be exclusive. I thought we were exclusive.
Wrong.
On account of we had actually talked about it. I feel like hot garbage. Do you have any advice for not feeling so alone while being so very alone?
First of all, you're double alone. You're coronavirus alone, and you're alone without a man.
You are making jokes, and it's not even funny. Like, it's not even funny. That turned out to be like a very sad situation, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Let's start here.
Hot garbage. Fuck 'em.
Let's start here. He said that someone from his past asked him to be exclusive, and he just was like, sure, let's do it. And you guys had only been dating for 3 months. That's not a lot of time. And this also tells me that although he told you that you guys were exclusive, that he never stopped talking to this ex.
Sure did.
He was always talking to this ex. An ex is not just going to pop up 3 months from now saying, let's be exclusive all of a sudden. He never stopped talking to the girl. So,
rebound.
Yes, it sounds like, unfortunately, it was a rebound situation. And it does suck that it happened during the pandemic. However,
it was bound to happen anyway.
It was bound to happen, especially considering he never stopped talking to his ex. It was only a matter of time of when it was going to happen, and it just so happened to happen during the pandemic.
The pandemic may have done her a favor and let it happen sooner than it would have happened otherwise.
Oh, for sure, because he obviously was not being honest.
Nope.
In this situation, I feel like no, she said that she didn't assume that they were exclusive. She said that they were exclusive per a conversation that they had. So it was a conversation that the two of them had, and they both agreed that they were together.
Okay.
And then this ex pops up 3 months later saying that
I'm back, baby. I'm back. And as soon as this quarantine, listen, as soon as this quarantine is over, I want some ding-a-ling. That's what she told him. And he's going to come back and drop it off in her. So he knew how good that thing was, and he probably missed it.
Yeah, and then he was like, would I rather be safe at home with you or with my ex? He decided it was his ex. So I think that you should enjoy this time alone. Get to know yourself. I actually know a lot of people who are living in this pandemic alone. Like they don't have any significant others. They live in their apartment by themselves, and I do think that this can be a very lonely time for anybody just because we don't have any outside social interaction. But I think this is a good time for you to lean on your friends, lean on your family, get a Zoom account like everybody else.
Yeah, man.
Talk to your friends and family through there, and get to know yourself and figure out what you like.
You're going to be outside for real. So, yeah, I agree with that.
I think that you should be very grateful that you didn't invest longer than 3 months into this relationship.
He did you a solid, man.
You can get back 3 months of your time. But when guys start wasting your time and it's been years and then they all of a sudden decide that they want to, be with somebody else, I feel like that stings a lot more. Not saying that your feelings are invalid. You have the right to feel how you want to feel. And I think I would be upset and, feelings hurt too. But you can definitely move forward.
Yeah, so. I'm not going to read that. I'm going to get in trouble.
Did her a favor.
Jody, I'm going to get in trouble if I say that out loud. We saw what Jody just wrote.
No.
Right?
Oh, wow. I don't know where those parties are. I don't know where any nude Zoom parties are.
So yeah, he did you a solid, man.
Yeah,
like,
he definitely did
I
you
was
a solid.
playing, but yeah, he for sure did you a solid. So hey, be happy and be loved. India,
What's up?
we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. But like we did last time, if y'all on IG Live with us right now, hang tight. We about to, kick some shit with y'all. Tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram, Shop Indie Boutique.
Hold on, before we leave, Shop Indie Boutique, what are you wearing tonight?
Shop Indie Boutique.
Oh, wait. Shop Indie Boutique, got them titties sitting right there, wanna bite ya. You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Also, be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram, and leave us a message, sheandipodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back again next Saturday, same time, same place. I think we may push it back an hour because I don't want Blake jumping out the bed again.
It's the She and I Live TV show.
She and I Live TV show. And also, if y'all have something that you want us to talk about, or if you have any questions, hit the damn question button and let us know what we need to talk about next week, because we love interacting with you guys. And like I said, we got to let gratitude be our attitude. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all for messing with us for 2 weeks in a row. And we're going to keep it moving like that. Happy birthday, Diane. You're 35 and a half and
Happy
9
birthday.
quarters. And we're going to kick it, man. Next time I see you out of this quarantine, I'm going to get you 12 Red Bulls, and it's going to be all on me. So it's been real. It's been fun. I out.